100,000 Ks later and my GR is still going strong on the street. However, it's 5,000 Ks overdue for a service and making some questionable noises in the front. Let's see if you can hear it. And in the back. Oh, shit. And what was supposed to be a simple 100,000 kilometer service and general maintenance turned into a discovery of mystery oil leaks, big oil leaks. Oh shit, that's not good. Biohazards and more problems, which ended up becoming a journey.
Oh, that is concerning.
Into the abyss of the not so simple 100,000 kilometer service.
Get on me.
So the GR's on jack stands and there is a lot to do. So I'll be running a live checklist so we can all together track what's going on, what's damaged, what needs to be replaced or upgraded. First thing to add to the list is the damage on the front guard and the front bumper, which was the result of a hit and run I encountered a few years ago. But since then, I haven't bothered to fix it. Anyway, let's get these wheels off. Okay, so the wheels are off and the first thing we can add to our list of things to do in today's video is tires. Look, I'll be honest, Vin Diesel's been pretty quiet since he's seen these. I didn't know they were this bad. So the canvas is starting to come through. There's no tread on here at all. Wow, this is actually really bad. Pass a rego for sure. And then we go on the side here, we've got some gutter, oh my God, that is so deep, look at that one. And then we've got another one down here. Another one here. Damn. You know what? I think these have another 100,000 Ks left in them. This is just one wheel, by the way. How did one acquire such beautiful gutter rash? Look, honestly, I actually went about a good 18 months since I bought the car without damaging them. I got one tiny scratch when pulling up to a cafe when coming to see my now wife. And since then, I've just been hitting gutters and smashing through roundabouts because apparently roundabouts are also a tarmac rally circuit. Allegedly, don't do that. So thankfully, of all things, you would not believe this. So my wife's Turkish, and I know a little bit of Turkish. And I make Turkish speaking videos so I can build a Turkish audience. Size bu AB2530 hakkında biraz bilgi. And this client, City Tires For You, they saw my video and they wanted me to do their grand opening content for them. And the day I arrived, the day before, they happened to have bought a second-hand set of GR wheels. They pretty much look brand new, much better than these. And they have a set of semi-slicks on them, which they don't want. So they're giving me the semi-slicks off those wheels for free so I can do my track day. How cool is that, right? I think they're putting the Yaris wheels on their Hilux. So at the end of the episode, we're gonna go put these tires on. I actually don't even know what tires they are, but they're semi-slicks, so we'll run with that. But for now, let's drain the fluids and work towards doing our first modification. Now it's on stands, I just want to warm everything up. So rear diff, transfer case, gearbox, everything. So I started the car, it's running now. All the wheels are spinning, but not too crazy. This isn't a dyno. Not too bad, I guess. Considering it's 5,000 Ks and one track day overdue. Yeah, okay, I'm sure you've all seen someone do an oil change before, or you yourself have done one, so I won't bore you with the process of me doing one. However, there might be something you don't know when it comes to changing your oil.
Now, when you're working on your car, never drain the oil before you loosen the fill point, because imagine draining your oil and you can't put anything in it. Dirty oil is better than no oil. Not using an actual oil drain because I want to see what I take out, if it's got metal shavings or not. This should be fine. It's more the transfer case I'm worried about. What? That is so black. That's for sure. Yeah, this is why you should change your diff oil more often than what the Toyota service schedule says, because this has been in here for maybe 20,000 kilometers, one track day. go on phone cam for this one, guys, because my camera is elsewhere and I'm stuck under here. All right. Gently does it. Yuck, bro. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'd love a hoist. Let's take the filler out. Whoa, Bessie, whoa. Well, there's no metal, so that's... oh, is that... oh, let's get fucking oil in my... let's look at the metal on here. Oh, how much metal's bad? Oh, no, it's in my hair again. No! Why does I always get the best stuff on the phone?
After receiving a state-of-the-art 75W90 head treatment, things got a bit serious as I inspected the transfer case oil. It was looking a little bit shinier than I'd hoped. Now I know some metal shine is normal, but there's quite a bit here. And that's not the only issue I have found.
So I found this, right? I'm assuming the oil is coming from there.
As for that mystery oil leak, we'll learn more about that later.
The smell on this is horrible. Look how wet it is. I think part of that is still oil residue from when the turbo drain cracked and started leaking. But it smells like mold. Yuck. Oh, and look at this. So it's a little bit damaged, but this hole here is actually from, I hit a cone when I was driving from Adelaide back to Tamworth. I saw it and I thought, oh, I'll just straddle it. But I didn't obviously realize how low the Yaris was because I just bought it. And the hole's been there since 2,000 kilometers. And even down here as well, the holes are broken. So I'll be putting a new one on, but it won't be that OEM one. It'll be a different one.
How bad this is. Oh, fuck. One thing that I have not done at all, which I probably should have, is the cabin filter. 100,000 kilometers in 5 years without being changed. Oh, let's see how bad this is. Oh, fuck. Well, that just broke. Are you ready? That's vile. Is that mold?
This is a literal biohazard. I'm pretty sure I should be probably wearing a mask. That's got mold. All right, so as you saw, I got a K&N filter from Super Cheap Auto that they gave me. Look, crap, new, you've seen it. Yeah, guys, please, maintenance over mods. Please go and buy a new cabin filter, okay? There's no issue with replacing it earlier or sooner because you never know if it's been wet or if there's mold growing or something. So just, look, these are like, what, 60 bucks or something? Just go and buy one before you go buy your next set of wheels or exhaust or whatever, all right? Let's go put this in.
I doubt the air filter is as gross as the... Nah, it's not. That's still gross, but I need a new one of those. Or maybe I could put an intake on it.
All the fluids are draining out. You've seen what the cabin filter looks like and the air filter. But before fluids can go back into the car, this front bumper needs to come off because we are fitting the first modification. Now, you have until the end of this montage, or me getting this bumper off, to guess what it is. These cars really do just clip together, don't they? So before I've even pulled the bumper off completely, I can see that this clip here is broken. Now this would have been from when the Prado hit me on the road probably a couple of years ago, which is what caused all this damage. Good old hit and run, eh? So I'll have to buy a new looks like a little plastic clip that goes from the headlight. Is that? No, it's plastic. It goes from the headlight to the guard. And the reason why this one came off so easily is the tab that bolts, like that the bolt holds. There's a bolt that goes through a tab that holds the bumper to the guard, which is broken, again from the impact. And there's a crack here in the bumper, but whatever. Add that to the list. So the bumper came off a lot easier than I expected, but I guess that's Toyota for you. Now there is quite a bit of damage on it, and after 100,000 kilometers, getting hit by a car in some track days, it's kind of to be expected. On the front here, you can see that the grille is a little bit cracked and a bit is broken away. The clips up the top here have broken off. I showed you that in the 100,000 kilometer video. But that aside, I mean, it's not too bad. I'm not gonna buy a new bumper because they are stupid expensive. But the part you've been waiting for is what mods am I putting on the front? It is an oil cooler from hell.
Will it make my Yaris better? Or feel like I've just arrived in hell?
Oh shit, that's not good.
Look at that. So I was just admiring about how mean the front end of these cars looks. And then I noticed that it has a Bluetooth intake duct. Yep, I'm not joking. So the air's supposed to come in here, but look at this. The air's gonna go straight in. You're gonna suck up all the hot air from here into your intake. Got it straight in, so let's go, fuck yeah.
Now I'm not afraid to admit this is my first time fitting an oil cooler to a car in general and to a GR Yaris. So I did have to refer to the instructions on a regular basis. Right, step 4. After relocating the horn, make sure to subscribe to the Jonesy Express and hit the notification bell. Okay, but seriously now, I need to check the instructions.
Oh, now it's all fucking cockeyed. Get the instructions! Fucking... Yeah, because that's exactly... But the instructions always make it look easier than it is.
Now, this is when I started to discover some alleged design faults with this oil cooler.
As you can see, I'm already having fun trying to navigate this. I think that's one better thing about the HKS one, is I'm pretty sure from memory, all of these are hard lines. So HKS have actually gone through and spent the extra time to design hard lines where you just bloop, and away you go. I'm sure it's not that simple, but you're not dealing with this bullshit, I don't think. Okay, I think that's moved. All right. For those of you who are deciding as to if you should do an oil cooler or not, well, coming to you live. Coming to you bloody live. See how tight it is to the AN fitting? And see, as then it pinches this. Am I even doing this right? I have to be. See how close this is? I'm really trying not to squish this, but I'm not squishing the line. But there's just nowhere else for it to go.
Now I say alleged because, well, legal things, and I'm no expert, plus I don't want to wrongly slander any brands or products. But also take this as me being the guinea pig for you guys watching at home. So if you are looking to get an oil cooler for your GR Yaris, hopefully after this video or this install, you will have a little bit more clarity around your decision making.
Yeah, so this one here, again, because of the heat shielding, the way they've done it, barely fits. Oh no, I got it now. Maybe it's just the operator. But no, see? Squishing the crap out of this. I mean, maybe that's normal. I don't know. I just don't think that'd be ideal because vibrations, it's pinching, would wear it through. Even though it's not the actual hose, it's just the heat shield, you know. I don't know, I think I would have expected more, better. Maybe that's just me.
Obsessions over you. Keep me guessing. What's your move? Something in the way you walk. Lose my grip when you talk that talk. You're possessing my point of view. Is that what you like?
So, one thing that I think about often is how much I would love to have a hoist for doing stuff like this. But also, there it is when I was an apprentice mechanic, my dad and I spoke about opening our own workshop called Jones's Spares and Repairs. And obviously, I didn't finish my apprenticeship and I joined the army, left, and now I make content. But it's something I always think about. It'd be really cool to merge what I do now, both like film, making content and like cars, and have my own shop with the hoist and like, I don't know, a spot upstairs where it's like a lounge and office, and I don't know. It'd be really cool to have my own like little warehouse workshop thing and maybe call it Jones's Spares and Repairs or something. Dad, if you're watching, or not, madam. Yeah, that'd be really cool. How the f do I get out of here? Ugh. So what I mean, I can't, fuck, this is bullshit. Oh, damn. Oh, shit, that's not good. That's not fucking good, that's not good. Fuck's sake, what the f? It really doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm all good, all good.
Oh, you're being dramatic.
I'm not being dramatic. Look under the car.
Oh shit, do you want a straw?
So I'll fix it.
Does that work?
Yeah. You know why, babe? Oh, shit. Do you hear that, babe? You hear that? America's coming.
I had a feeling there was going to piss oil because the way it's designed, I tightened it to the shit, but it still moved. I'm not sure if it's the design of the operator. Come here live with me. It is not the sandwich plate. It is coming from those hoses. Was I supposed to tighten those Allen keys that I now can't access? Maybe. Let's find out.
5-minute job, my ass.
I've got to be in the camera.
Oh, and the light goes out. Excellent. The amount of fluids that is on this concrete, I hope they come out. My landlord follows me. Oh, fucking loose. Remember earlier how I said, oh, it's stuck on the flange shroud, at least it won't come loose. Well, maybe if I tightened it to begin with. Oh well, it's all part of working on cars, yeah? Nothing bad happened. Well, I'm glad that it's operator error and not design error. Because operator error, you can fix. Design error, if you didn't design it, you can't fix. So before my contract with WD-40 finished, which is actually sad because I really like working with WD-40, and well, you know, childhood memories with my dad, they gave me a shit ton of degreaser and brake cleaner. I do believe that is going to come in handy. Where's your filter? There it is. Ah, shit! Alright, before I clean it, let's start it again. You guys can watch live to see if it pisses oil. Great success.
So with the GR Yarises, for some reason, the standard spark plug sockets don't fit. However, I'd already previously gone and bought one specifically for the GR Yaris, and I knew I was doing this service, so I thought, let's put it somewhere where I won't forget where I've put it. I put it somewhere and I've forgotten where I've put it. Regardless of that, after a thorough, meticulous, calm, and controlled search, I still haven't found it, so I'm gonna have to go buy another one.
12 o'clock midnight.
The oil cooler is on, and now it's time for our second modification, which is braided brake lines. Now, these are also done by Hell. You probably saw them in the footage earlier. I really do hope that they fit up a lot better than the oil cooler. And to go with these is some secondhand brake rotors. Now, yes, they look rusty, but these will just clean up, no dramas at all. They are from ERS. Again, bought them ages ago. As you will see, the rotors that are on their car are from factory. They're 5 years old, over 100,000 Ks, and there's a fat lip on the edge. How I usually bleed brakes on a car is the old-fashioned way, where you get a little cup, some hose, or this is a little king chrome thing I've had since I was an apprentice, and you put someone in the passenger seat, driver's seat, and they push the brake pedal down when you release the brake nipple, and they bring it up when you've timed it, and so on around the entire car. Now, my wife is in a meeting, who usually helps me, and I bought this thing off TEMU ages ago. It cost me $3. So what we're going to test right now is, does it actually work? Because this is a one-way valve, so in theory the fluid should come and all the air should go through and not come back. Let's find out. First flaw is the hose is too small, so I have to attach it to the OG. Oh God, I hope this works. Okay, you ready? You're gonna see if this works before I do. Oh, there is no pedal at all. Well, straight to the floor. All right. Well, I think it worked. Air bubbles came through and didn't go up, but maybe some escaped, I'm not sure. So I want to go through and do the other sides, the other three, and then we'll see what the brake pedal feels like. Well, that actually feels pretty damn good. I'm just going to do a once over on each side, just with Layla, just because that's how I like doing it, and then brakes are done.
The last time I was in this seat, I tried to start the car for Luke because we were going out somewhere, and I don't know how to drive manual, and he had shown me one time how to start the car, and I thought I had it, but something about the gear was in neutral or something, I don't know. And something happened, and the car rolled into the wall. So there's like a chip in the front left side that is from me, from when the car kissed the wall. Yeah. I tried to help. Anyway, I'll learn how to drive manual eventually. Do it in Turkish.
What's up?
Yukarı.
Yukarı?
Yeah. Aşağı.
Aşağı. Yukarı. Yukarı, aşağı.
Yeah. Yukarı. Yeah.
And was that aşağı?
Asha.
Asha. you cut it. Is that actually, you know?
No, it is. We've sacked the Turkish.
In your professional opinion, is it ready to drive?
Into the wall, yeah. If I'm in the driver's seat, yeah, into the wall.
All right, home stretch almost. Now it's time to do the plugs because I have, how cool is this? Like a really long spark plug socket that goes all the way down. So you don't need any extension. You just need that socket, this, and your plug. Let's do it.
Oh, what the? I'm going the right way, yeah. Oh, that is concerning. What the fuck? Damn. I don't think they're supposed to be that tight. I'm pretty sure the torque specs are 20 newton meters. I don't think that was 20 newton meters, mate. Ah. There's a difference. I'm just gonna run the plugs because I did get them from Mr. Charles Lamb himself, from Lamb Speed Racing. His thing is the GR platform, so I highly doubt he would fuck this up, considering it's his bread and butter. Oh man, the sound that this is making coming out, because it's done who knows how many heat cycles, over 100,000 kilometers, over 5 years old. I'm pretty sure the replacement is 100,000 like the service interval for plugs, but if you're doing track days, you have to do them more often, because if you think about it, it's just the car's under more pressure, the engine's under more load, it's wearing out more. Plus it doesn't hurt, because if your spark plugs are fucked or worn out, it puts more pressure and strain on your coil packs, and that means they might wear out quicker. And really, I think these plugs are $100. I think that's what they cost. And I mean, just spend the money. You've spent 55 grand buying the car, so just spend an extra $100 to put the plugs in. It's just a small serviceable item. There's no harm in putting in new spark plugs sooner than you need to. It's like there's no harm in putting, you know, replacing your engine oil sooner than you need to.
Something I was taught back when I was an apprentice by a guy called Bob was whenever you're working on a car and putting it back together, always put it back as if you're going to be the one that pulls it apart again. So for example, you put in spark plugs in, put a bit of little grease or oil on the threads, so they're easy to pull out and not hard like what you saw earlier. Same with, you know, brake bolts, anything like that. And if the customer's, you know, really annoying and you know they're not going to come back, well, just put Loctite on it. No, I think life's so interesting with experiences that you go through and things that you do that somehow serve you later in life.
I mean, I like to think I've had a pretty interesting life. You know, I was left school at end of year 10 when I worked at Bunnings full time. Thought I was going to be the manager there. And then I pursued my love for cars in the form of becoming an apprentice mechanic. But I soon learned that you know, expectation didn't meet reality. And then I joined the army. Now that wasn't wasn't completely spontaneous. I was originally going to go reserves, but I remember I wanted to join the army when I was in high school, and I remember someone who I kind of still talk to now very, very rarely said to me, "You're not big enough, you won't be able to make it." And I think in that moment I kind of believed them. And then, well, I went through and became an infantry soldier. Did that for 5 years. I left, and now I make content. I work on cars, modify them. I'm married, I have a daughter, I live in Sydney. So many things I didn't think I would do or would happen have happened. And I think that's just one of the beauties of life, is you never know what's going to happen or where you're going to go, or how, you know, me working at Bunnings has somehow, you know, helped me or served me, and becoming an apprentice and learning about that has helped me and served me in things I learned in the army.
And yeah, I mean, fuck, like life's just so short, you know? And inherently, I mean, this is, I'm not being pessimistic when I say this, it's, things only have meaning that we prescribe meaning to, right? Me, this car only has meaning to me. Or, you know, I have a memory box, right? Of things that I've had when I was a kid that have certain memories, but they only have meaning because I prescribe meaning to them. When I die, it's just gonna be a box full of stuff that no one knows what the fuck it is. And that just goes for life as well, which none of this matters. And that's not me being pessimistic. It's the fact that in 100 years, everyone on this entire planet will be dead. Like everyone you know. Malasef, like your kids, your parents, your grandparents, we're all gonna be dead and we will all become a fucking stone in a paddock that people drive past. So why am I saying this? I think I went on a tangent from spark plugs, but it's just like, don't let so many things control your life or what you do, like what people think or, you know, being afraid to do something, because it really doesn't matter. Like you're gonna die, people are gonna forget you exist and they're gonna move on. So just like, and there's this saying, I don't know who it's by, it's a man has 2 lives and the second one begins when he realizes he only has one. And I think for me, the second one started.
Now, this job has honestly taken a bit longer than I expected or planned. However, it was well overdue. After some further inspecting and final checks around the Yaris, everything was looking good. But I still wasn't able to find out what the cause of that clicking sound in the brakes was. Despite that, it's time for this Yaris to go back together and get back on the road.
Alright, here we go. I always get nervous when I do things on cars that I have to drive. Okay, that's a great start. Also a fucking good start. Ah, that's what I forgot to do. Drive belt. I thought I was forgetting something. Bismillah. Obviously got to bed the brakes in. You know what? The pedal's actually pretty solid, man. It's just not, the pads just aren't biting into the rotors the best. Well, I got oil pressure. It's still warming up, but seems all good so far. That beautiful rattle. Hang on, let's see if you can hear it. That is the factory catback. Because I have an aftermarket downpipe and mid-pipe, it rattles. Don't know why. And at low RPM, the mid-pipe rattles. Car just fucking rattles. Alright. Oh, wow, babe. That pulls up. I can't see a trail of oil. And I'm sitting at the lights and everything seems good. Man, imagine how nervous I'm going to be when the skyline's done. It's going to be more than just an oil puller and braided lines.
Self-destruct sequence has initiated.
Ah, that's a bugger. Please stand by.
You're taking the piss, mate. Today is day 1055. When are you going to finish the fucking car? Building a race car is not that simple. Simple. You know what's simple? Banging your mum. Now that's it. I've had it with you.
Wait, what? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, crikey. It's a bloody Galah, mate.
I forgot another thing. It's been such a chaotic past couple of days that I forgot our other modification.
God, that's loud.
So the forgotten modification is a pitch mount. These are pretty common for GRs. And this one was a marketplace special. It's practically brand new and it only cost $100. So I'm gonna whack this on. However, I'm also intrigued to see what the weight difference is between this one and the factory one. Fuck off. What is that? Well, 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 how the stars align. So I think this is actually busted. Try and show you this bit of rubber here, like in between here and here has busted. I mean, I'm not expert, but look how much I can move that. So I think this forgotten mod has actually been an upgrade and a repair in one. How cool is that? However, I actually do think this is heavier than this. Though in saying that, sometimes you just need to make trade-offs, and obviously, well, for starters, this is not broken and it's stiffer, so the trade-off should be worth it. My guess is that this is 1.4. This is 850 grams. Fucking not even close. All right, so then this one should be 600. 600?
What? So why was I way off? See what I did there? Nah, okay, tough crowd. Anyway, as you can see, the OEM mount looks and feels a lot more balanced, which is what deceived me to make me think that it was lighter. Whereas compared to the aftermarket hard race mount, it feels lopsided and heavier on one side, not balanced at all. However, both serve their own purpose. The OEM mount is for comfort, reducing jolts, jerks, and vibrations, giving you that Toyota experience. And the aftermarket one, well, we'll all discover that soon enough.
Finally managed to get it in.
Let's get back to this mystery oil leak. Now there's really only one reason as to why oil will be leaking from the gearbox, and that is...
The rear main?
Correct.
Why would a rear main seal be going?
Great question, Jonesy. And that question is one I don't have an answer for. So I guess we'll...
Which would explain why the clutch that was fitted doesn't really clutch all the time.
just add it to our growing list of problems.
For example, you'll turn the car off and you'll put your foot on the clutch, but it won't disengage the gear, so the car won't actually roll.
Yeah. Off. What could it be?
I thought we were supposed to be fixing these problems, not collecting more of them.
So I went to Toyota this morning and got the V-belt ribbed for your pleasure while Toyota fucks you on the price. $132.70 for this. I don't know. I didn't think drive belts were that expensive, but maybe there's something I don't know. And judging by this fuckery and lack of space down here, it's gonna be a wheel off job. Okay, so it goes crankshaft, air conditioner, water pump, alternator, tension.
3 hours later.
Moments like these, I'm glad working on cars is voluntary. I wanna have my own shop. I also get fucking frustrated with cars. Whatever. Just like that, uncut gems. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. So this is the old one, new one. Look, you can see how much it's actually worn down.
The tracks here are a lot more, I guess, cut out compared to the new one. I mean, I've bought it, so I might as well chuck it on. Keep this one as a spare. There we go. All right. Down we go.
Many months later.
Get on there. Yes! I should probably move. Yeah.
Okay, so the tyres have magically regrown tread. That's because STFU hooked me up with some Continental Ultra Contact UC7s. Yep. Because I needed to go on a trip somewhere with the Yaris, and the canvas on one of the tyres that we saw earlier had, after about 15 Ks, almost worn completely through, so the tyre would have popped. Not good. And in addition to that, after seeing that oil come back around the gearbox, I am a little bit hesitant to take it to a track day. So I do need to investigate with that further before we go and conduct some fun at a track day. However, in saying that, let's finish off the job, put the car back together again. And you're probably wondering you didn't need to take the front bumper off to do a drive belt and a pitch mount. That is because the horn had magically stopped working, so I wanted to suss that out. And the horn has died as well. So that's awesome. I'm not sure if we're actually getting rid of problems or just collecting more. I actually don't know.
All right, let's do it. Just gonna go around the block, nothing too crazy. Oof! That's a lot of vibration. I guess it is a solid mount. Whoa, all right. I wonder if that's a placebo or if a non-busted stiffer, also stiffer pitch mount makes your car more better. I think it does, right? Ah, that vibration. The car doesn't ironically pitch as much. It just kind of goes.
Well, that was fun. The 100,000 kilometer nightmare, service is officially done. Well, so I thought. When putting the wheel back on after replacing the drive belt, I noticed one of the wheel studs wouldn't quite screw back on. So I had to bring out the trusty tap and die set. Now, what started out as a simple service turned a short list of serviceable items into a much longer and unfinished list, filled with external damages from years gone by, issues hidden beneath the surface that, like mushrooms, the longer you keep in the dark, the bigger they become, and the realization of no matter how well built or strong something is, it does not make it immune to neglect. And I'm not just talking about cars. So what now? Well, we have 8 unfinished tasks. The wheel alignment, that's simple. I was on a short time frame the day the tyres were fitted, and I just haven't been back to do it. The origin of the mystery oil leak is still kind of unknown, though could be a rear main seal, but I'm really hoping it isn't. However, for this one, I will seek professional help. The broken tab is actually part of the rear casing of the headlight, so I need to investigate as to how hard it's going to be to pull apart the headlight and replace it without ruining it. I have a new front guard to fix the damage, and the horn, well, it just magically fixed itself. Probably a bad earth. Now, as for what's happening with the under tray, the one I was going to fit no longer aligned with the direction I wanted to take with the car. This also applies to what I'll be doing about that rattling exhaust and dirty air filter. Why just fix it when you can upgrade it? However, that I'll leave to your imagination. If there is one thing that has been consistent and what I love about this car is how much enjoyment I've had with it and countless memories I've created. So I just want to keep doing more of that. However, I'm also not ignorant to the fact that I have neglected it, along with other important things in my life. These two things, which I actually thought were separate from one another, are actually two sides of the same coin. One is like fuel, and one is like air, and the only thing missing is a little spark.
If you're happy and you know it, modify your GR Yaris. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, maybe go and finish your skyline that's screaming to die.
Excuse me. I need your help. You need to kill me.